How to make 10,000 daily from a butchery business. Now this is very much possible, and if you stick around till the end of this video, I'll be able to demonstrate to you how this is achievable within Nairobi and other major cities in Kenya. So if you are here for the first time, my name is Wills, and every week I share videos about starting small businesses in Kenya. Now the main reason why I do this is, number one, if you are planning to start a small business in Kenya, this is a very useful video that you can use to launch your business, because I give you a breakdown of what is required. Then apart from that, number two, you can use this information to develop a full business plan. A good business plan and or proposal can be used for applying for loans. If you are applying for a loan at a bank or any other financial institution, you will need to demonstrate to them that the kind of business you are doing is viable and it can generate profit. So apart from applying for loans, now this information you can use it to look for partners. Okay, maybe you have an idea of starting a business and you don't have capital, and maybe you have friends, or maybe you have a spouse who may be having the source of funds. You can use my idea to develop a proposal that you can use to find attractive partners whom you can start the business together. So without wasting too much time, let's get into the business. And if you are here for the first time, you can subscribe to my channel. You can also give me comments on what else you'd like me to address in my videos. So the first thing is that you need equipment. You need equipment and tools for you to do this kind of business. Now the first important tool is a display, a meat display and chiller. So why do we need a meat display and chiller? Now as the demand for meat continues to grow in our urban areas, people are looking for quality meat. Now these are good equipment that can help you maintain high quality standards, as you will be able to display your meat within enclosures. So apart from displaying your meat, you will also need a good tool for cutting your beef. Now the modern equipment for this is an electric saw. As you can see on the left here, this is an electric saw. Let's go back here. Now this one will ensure that you don't use the axe to cut the small bones that pose a risk to meat consumers. So that's the saw. Then you also need a mincer. People are looking for minced meat, so you'll need an electric mixer to achieve that purpose. Then you also need an electric scale to ensure that you provide accurate measurements of meat to your customers. Okay, so there are other equipment that are not covered here, and you can get them in the full proposal. Then what's the problem that this kind of business is solving? So this the butchery business, the executive butchery business, will solve the problem of access to fresh and good quality meat. That is something that most people are missing. Okay, so how do we solve that? The butchery will be able to display and offer fresh meat that consumers can see and find it at a convenient location. Then let's look at the target market. Now the target market means that who are the people that are being targeted by this business. Now we have the high-end customers. Now what are some of the characteristics of high-end customers? These are the customers who care only about the quality. They don't mind about the price, and they also like buying meat in bulk quantities. For example, somebody will want to buy 5 kgs, 10 kgs and forget about the meat for maybe 1 week or 2 weeks. So they usually like storing the meat at home in their fridges, okay, and refrigerators. Then these high-end customers are also big families. You will find a family with over 10 people. So these are really high consumers of beef. Then you'll also have middle income customers, people who buy 1 kilogram, people who buy half a kgs, and so on. So these are also good customers that you can include in your target. So what is the breakdown? Now we want to see the budget. We want to see the startup budget. So you need licenses and permits, may come to around 50,000. You will need rent and deposit 40,000. This may vary depending on the location. A chiller may cost anything from 150,000. Then you have the electric saw. I've included electric saw, mincer and scales. Now this one will cost around 140k. You'll need a few furniture and decorations. They may cost you around 50k. You'll need a simple freezer just to store your stock in case it is not finished. Then that will cost around 30k. You need a starting stock of maybe 10,000. Then you also need miscellaneous for just in case of 30,000. So if you have around 500k, it will get you started. Okay, so the good thing about starting a business is that you just start with what you have, okay, and you keep going. As you make profits, you keep buying the new equipment. So we have these interesting figures. How do you make 10,000 in a day? Now assuming that your supplier will be selling to you the meat at a cost of 300 per kg, then you will be retailing a kg at 550. So the profit you make per kilogram is 250. Okay, so that's the daily revenue you can make from an executive butchery. It might even be more. So if you do 50 kgs, you'll be able to make 12,500 as the total revenue. Then with this, to make this kind of amount, you will need people to assist you, people who are working in that butchery. They'll be needing to be paid the wages. So if you pay them around 2,500, now you will remain with the 10,000 as the net profit every day. So this is very much achievable, but you will need to mitigate some risks. So if you employed people who are unskilled, they will start doing all manner of things, like trying to play around with the scale. Okay, that's a major problem. You'll find that they interfere with the scale of measurement. Then you'll also have choosy customers. Okay, so that's another risk that you can look forward and manage. So what are the success tips? The success tip number 1 is to find a good location for your business. If you can find a good location, you'll be able to start a profitable butchery business, then you should have a variety of fresh meat. Make sure that your meat is sold within 1 or 2 days. Okay, then you should also offer good customer service. That is, you should be very fast in your service. When a customer wants meat, they should not wait for a long time. Okay, so that those are some of the success tips. So if you need a full business plan, you can get the business plan from me. You can use it for applying for loans. You can also find partners, as I've said, and you can use this guide to start the business. So thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.